Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared204 here bringing you another Minecraft World War II vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the ZiS-5. The ZiS-5 was a 4x2 Soviet truck produced by Moscow's ZiS factory from 1932 to 1948. The first one was made in the end of 1930. This vehicle itself was the main kind of utility vehicle, or the chassis at least for this truck, was the main kind of utility vehicle used throughout the war by the Soviet Union. There were a couple different variants of this truck, including a half-tracked version and also a six-wheeled version. However, the ZiS-5 chassis was kind of like the standard for all those different variants. Many other variants of this vehicle came about, such as mounting anti-aircraft guns in the bed of the truck, and also the Katyusha rocket launcher system, most famously put on top of one of these trucks. So overall, really cool stuff. It's a nice kind of base model, and a very kind of important logistics vehicle used by the Soviet Union, as it was pretty much their main kind of heavy transport truck. So good stuff all around there. This is also a redesign. I did a tutorial for this truck a very long time ago, back in October of 2015. So it's pretty much been about 3.5 years since doing that build, and it's time to redo it with this one. And that was back on Xbox when I used to build all those tutorials on Xbox. So pretty fun stuff to go back redo this one, and just comparing the two, this one is crazy to see how far I've come in terms of detail and design. Anyways, let's go and take a look at the truck, see exactly what we'll be going ahead and building, and obviously moving into the tutorial. So started off with, we have obviously the front up here. We got the front radiator, a couple of hooks. It's got a very weird front, like the front of the truck is pushed back a little bit, and then you have the wheels that kind of stick out forward from it. It's definitely a unique design, but I kind of like it. It's just, kind of unique. That's what I really like about this truck, is that it doesn't really look like, the typical trucks that were being used by the other nations and stuff like that, especially like the Deuce and a Half. So pretty cool stuff there. We have the cab here, obviously for the driver, room for a passenger. As we move back, we got the bed of the truck, so you can put cargo in here, all that fun stuff. Seats for infantry. We have the truck chassis here, so pretty much trying to replicate as close as possible, so you actually have, a lot of the, stuff going on here for the chassis, the axles, the muffler here, and all that fun stuff. So overall, pretty cool truck overall. As I said, it's kind of like the base model for a couple different variants, which we'll be doing tutorials on in the future for sure. But hopefully you guys can enjoy this build and put it to good use on any of your Soviet maps. Anyways, let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer, layer 1. Alright guys, so going ahead and move it into our first layer, we'll be going ahead and starting off with layer 1. For layer 1 to get started here, we're going to go and start off by building our right front wheel. So we're going to place down another brick upside down stair like this, followed by another stair directly behind it. Once we have that done, we're going to take our stone brick top slabs. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 to the left side here, followed by another brick upside down stair, and one stair behind it like so. So you have the axle and your two wheels here on both sides for your front axle set. With that done, we're going to go to the sides here. We're going to skip a space and then place down a row of 4 of wooden trapdoors to go back. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you can see these wooden trapdoors are on the top portion of the block like that. So make sure that is all correct there. Once that's done, we're going to go over to this side over here and do the same thing. So our wooden trapdoors, just going to go ahead and go back a total of 4. And you can see again we have that space of 1 from going back from the stairs there. Once that's done, we want to go ahead and go basically across in between the wooden trapdoors here. So the last kind of ones on both sides here. We're going to place down a placeholder block in the middle and a stone brick top set that goes back like that by 1. We're then going to place down a end rod that goes back, followed by a second end rod after that one. After that second end rod, we're going to place down a stone brick top slab, followed by a stone brick top slab to both sides of this one. So you have something that looks like this. You can kind of see the drivetrain here and all that stuff getting set up. We also have the rear axle right here. So going ahead and going off this rear axle, we're going to place down another brick upside down stair on both sides like this. Another brick upside down stair coming off this back one. So you have these two another brick upside down stairs like that for the back wheels and for the back axle there. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a acacia wood top slab. We're going to go to the right side of the vehicle and right side only. On the right side of the stone brick top slab, we're going to place down a acacia wood top slab, followed by a wither skeleton skull coming off of it, and then one acacia wood top slab going forward for the muffler there. For the exhaust. Once that's all finished, that is going to do it for layer 1. As you'll see, you have the chassis starting to get established for the vehicle, and that's pretty much going to wrap that up. With that, let's move on to our next layer, layer 2. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 2. For layer 2 to start off with, we're going to place down a nether brick stair on top of these 2 nether brick upside down stairs, so 2 nether brick stairs back to back like this. Same thing over here for the wheels over here to the air side. Once that's done, we're going to place down a dark oak wood upside down stair here in the middle. On top of that stone brick top slab, followed by an anvil like this to both sides of that dark oak wood upside down stair. Once that's done, we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate coming off that anvil toward the front. Same thing over here as well, just like this. We're going to then place down a zombie head coming off those 2 dark oak wood fence posts toward the front as well. With that done there, we're going to grab ourselves an end rod, place down an end rod in between these dark oak wood fence gates, and that's going to do it there for the front. With that done, we're going to start working our way toward the back here. We're going to take some green hardened stain, or green terracotta, my bad. We're going to place down a row of 3 across of green hardened stained clay, followed by a dark oak wood stair like so on both sides. Once that's finished there, we're going to place down a green carpet on top of this wooden trapdoor on both sides. We then want to place down a green stained clay block here in the middle, followed by a dark oak wood stair like this on both sides. We're going to then place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 green stained clay blocks back, and coming off these green stained clay blocks, we're going to place down a row of 3 of dark oak wood stairs. So 1, 2, and 3, and same thing over here, 1, 2, and 3. So this stair right here turns into a corner stair, and then we have 3 regular stairs that go back. We then want to grab ourselves some wooden signs. We're going to place down a row of 3 of wooden signs coming off the faces of these dark oak wood stairs. Same thing over here as well, just like this with our wooden trapdoors for our stairs there. Once that's all finished there, we're going to go and take our my bad, let me see if I can actually grab it here, mossy cobblestone walls, and we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 back from these dark oak wood stairs. Same thing over here, 1, 2, and 3. Once that's done, we're going to go to the middle. Mossy cobblestone wall, place down one that goes across here for the chassis here. When we get back to this section here, we're going to place down an anvil on top of those 2 stone brick top slabs. And we want the anvils facing like we did in the front there, so just like this, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall in between those anvils. On top of these dark oak wood stairs, like we did before, we're going to place down 2 dark oak wood or nether brick stairs back to back like that for the wheels to go and kind of complete it on the back here. We're then going to go ahead and grab our mossy cobblestone walls again. We're going to place down 1 and 2 back from these anvils. Same thing over here, 1 and 2 back, and then a mossy cobblestone wall across in between them. And going ahead and wrapping up the back here, we're going to place down a dark oak wood upside down stair coming off that mossy cobblestone wall, a dark oak wood top side to both sides, and then a zombie head coming off the middle. Dark oak wood stair here for the little hitch on the back here where you could attach guns and trailers and stuff to the vehicle. Anyways, with that all complete, that is going to wrap up layer number 2, and with that, let's move on to layer number 3. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 3. For layer 3 to start off with, we're going to place down a black wool block on top of this dark oak wood upside down stair in the front here, followed by a ladder coming off the front of the block. We then want to place down a mossy cobblestone wall to both sides of this black wool block like so. We're then going to go ahead and grab ourselves a dark oak wood fence gate. We're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate opened up, coming off these 2 mossy cobblestone walls on both sides here. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves a glass block and also an item frame. What we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and take a item frame, place it down on this dark oak wood fence gate, and then place down a glass block in the item frame. We also want to take a sign and place down a sign coming off that dark oak wood fence gate as well. Now, if you want to, you could put a light on both of these dark oak wood fence gates for the front here. However, some ZiS-5s only have 1 front headlight, so like you can see for this model over here, so you can kind of pick and choose what you want to do there, but just to keep it accurate with that model over there, I'm just going to do 1 headlight up there on the left side. But of course, you could do both if you want to, so that's always an option there. Anyways, to go ahead and continue on, we're going to place down a green stained clay block coming back from this black wool block, followed by again a mossy cobblestone wall on both sides of that block. We then want to place down a green stained clay block here in the middle, followed by a black wool block to both sides of that green stained clay block. When that's done there, we're going to go and grab ourselves some spruce wood planks. We're going to place down a row of 3 of spruce wood planks that go across. Also, on the side of these black wool blocks here, we're going to place down a ladder like that. We also want to grab wooden trapdoors, and we're going to place down 2 wooden trapdoors on top of these 2 nether brick stairs here for the fenders over the front wheels. Once that's done, on the side here of this row 3 of spruce wood planks, we're going to place down a wooden sign on both sides. We then want to place down another spruce wood plank here on both sides. We're going to leave a space in the middle here for an interior if you guys do want to build one yourselves. And then we want to go and then place down a tripwire hook coming off this spruce wood plank to both sides. With that done there, we're going to place down another spruce wood plank back like this with a block here in the middle like that. We're going to then grab ourselves a stone button and place down a stone button on both sides of this row 3 of spruce wood planks. Once that's finished off there, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves our mossy cobblestone walls. We're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall like this on both sides, followed by a jungle top slab here in the middle. Now you can use whatever kind of wood you want on the back here. I chose to use jungle just to kind of give it a different color. If you want to use oak, you want to use dark oak wood, spruce wood, you can use whatever color planks on the back here. But I think jungle just kind of gives a nice little contrast to the vehicle itself. So anyways, once that's done, we're going to go ahead and then place down a dark oak wood top slab to both sides like that. When that's done there, we're going to take our jungle slabs, place down a row of 3 of jungle slabs, top slabs across the middle there, followed by a green stained clay block on both ends. Coming off this green stained clay block, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a tripwire hook and place down a tripwire hook like this, coming off the green stained clay block like that. With that done there, we're going to place down another mossy cobblestone wall on top of these ones here on both sides. We're going to place down another jungle top slab there in the middle, followed by a green terracotta block on both sides, and again a tripwire hook coming off that green terracotta block. Going ahead and continue now, we're going to place down another row of 3 of jungle wood top slabs, or sorry, my bad, this is going to be a row of 4 across, or 5, sorry. For our next row over, or back, we're going to place down another mossy cobblestone wall up on both sides here. A jungle wood slab in the middle, followed by a dark oak wood top slab to both sides. When that's done there, we're going to place down another row of 5 of jungle top slabs across. On the back section here, we're going to place down a jungle top slab in the middle, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall to both sides on top of those dark oak wood top slabs, and then a dark oak wood top slab out to both sides, just like that, to kind of get the bed of the truck set up and ready to go. With that all complete, that is going to wrap up layer number 3, and with that we can move on to our next layer, layer number 4. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 4. For layer 4 to go ahead and begin with, we're going to go ahead and take our dark oak wood slabs and place down a dark oak wood slab on top of this black wool block, followed by one slab back. We then want to place down a row of 3 of slabs across after that. Once that's all done there, we're going to place down a zombie head like this on top of these 2 mossy cobblestone walls, and we want to make sure the zombie head is not at a 45-degree angle, but at a slight angle like that, so it's a little bit more gradual in going to that point there in the front. Once that's finished there, we're going to take our light gray stained glass blocks, place down a row of 3 across, followed by one sign on both ends like so. Once that's done there, we're going to place down another light gray stained glass block, again on both sides here, and then again a sign on the sides of these light gray stained glass blocks like that. Once that's done, we're going to take our spruce wood planks. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 of spruce wood planks across. Once that's done there, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves jungle planks. So just like this, and we're going to place down a outline of jungle planks all the way around the bed of the truck here. So just like this all the way around, like that, and you have that wrapping around all the way. We then want to grab ourselves some stone buttons, and on the corner sections, we're going to place down stone buttons like so, and then we want to go ahead and take a stone button and skip a space of 1, place down a stone button, skip a space of 1, stone button like that, and then we're going to go over here on the back, or on the side here, and do the same thing. So just like that. Once that's finished on the back here, we're going to go and grab our tripwire hooks, place down a tripwire hook here on both sides, and a wooden sign on the middle jungle wood block. With that all done, that is going to wrap up layer number 4. With that, let's move on to our last final layers, layers 5 through 6. Alright guys, move on to our next final set of layers. We're going to be going ahead and working on 5 and 6. So for 5 and 6, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 3 of light gray stained glass blocks on top of that previous row of 3. We're then going to go ahead and grab wooden trapdoors, place down a row of 3 of wooden trapdoors across the top up here, followed by a row of 1, 2, and 3 of green carpet on top, and then a row of 1, 2, and 3 of wooden trapdoors on top of that row of 3 of light gray stained glass blocks. We then want to place down a second row of 3 of light gray stained glass blocks going across, followed by a dark oak wood slab on the middle block, and then a wooden trapdoor to both sides. With that done there, we're going to place down a row of 3 of spruce wood planks across, followed by a stone button on both ends. And then on top here, we're just going to take our dark oak wood slabs and place down a row of 3 of dark oak wood slabs across the top there. When that's all done, we're just going to go to the bed of the truck. We want to go and take jungle wood slabs and place down a row of jungle wood slabs all the way around the outline of the bed of the truck, so just on top of all the jungle wood slabs we placed in the previous layer. And we then just want to go ahead and also grab ourselves some wooden trapdoors and place down wooden trapdoors on top of all these blocks here, like that, to kind of create a more solid kind of color and cover over the bed of the truck. And once you have that all complete, that is going to wrap up the design for my ZiS-5 utility truck. Hopefully you guys do enjoy the design and are able to put it to good use. If you guys do end up using this build, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This may be anything from a side of the build, tweak to my channel, or this video if this does bring any social media sites. Just be sure to get proper credit for the build. That's all I ask for when doing these tutorials. It helps my channel grow and it continues to keep me inspired to keep on posting these types of tutorials. So as long as you guys give me credit for it, you're free to use it for whatever projects you guys are working on. And that, thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Jerick 2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.